Hello everyone and welcome to the session on decision science. Today we are going to solve problem based on Markov chains. We have taken an example here. We have to consider a case where the present market share of three brands of soft drinks A, B and C are 60%, 30% and 10% respectively. Also, let their transition probability matrix, which is based on the shifting pattern for a year, be P equal to, and this is your transition matrix given to you. Okay. If you look at the problem, as you know, the value for n will be 0. Okay. And to find the market share, that is your state probability after 1 year, so we have to find state probability for n equal to 1, that is after 1 year. Okay. Now, as per the given information, we can easily find out the value of the current state probability, that is RO. Okay. RO is given to you as, we have 60%. So if we convert this into a probability value, it will be 0.6, 30% will be written as 0.3, and for 10 it will be 0.1. Okay. So this is my present probability or present state probability. Present state probability. The formula to find the next state probability, that is after 1 year, is R1 equal to R0 into the probability matrix P or the transition matrix P. Okay. The transition matrix or transition probability matrix is given to you here. So let us do the calculation. Multiply this two matrix. Your R0, 0.6, 0.3 and 0.1 will be multiplied by, so we will put the multiplication sign, multiply this by this matrix, which is a 3 by 3 matrix. I will write down the values. Zero point 0.1 and 0.8. Okay. Now, before we go ahead and do the calculation, let us try to understand this transition probability matrix. The matrix given to you here indicates that there is a 0.7 or 70% of chance that a person who's using brand A will remain in brand A in the next year. Okay. Secondly, the probability of a person using brand A to move to brand B is 0.2, and a person using brand A, there is a probability of 0.1 or 10% that he is going to move to brand C. Similarly, if a person is using brand A, we have got the probabilities of him moving to brand A 0.2, to remaining in brand B is 0.6, and then moving to brand C is 0.2. Okay. So this matrix is actually the transition probability matrix, which tells me the probability of people or how the market share is going to move from one brand to the other brand, or the probability that it will remain in the same brand. Clear? Now let us come back to the calculation. Here we have got a multiplication of a matrix which has a dimension 1 by 3 multiplied by 3 by 3. So if I have a multiplication of 1 by 3 matrix with a 3 by 3 matrix, what is my resultant matrix? My resultant matrix will be so I remove, or you can cancel the number of columns from the first matrix and number of rows from the second matrix, and the resultant matrix will be a 1 by 3 matrix. Okay, there is some fundamental rules of multiplication of matrices. Clear? Now let us do the calculation. Please remember, the number of columns of the first matrix should be equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. Only then the multiplication of the two matrices is possible. Clear? Now in this case it is possible because the number of columns is 3, and here in the second matrix the number of rows is 3. So let us do the calculation now and see how to do the calculation of two matrices. Okay. This first row will be multiplied by the first column, and we have to find the sum of this. So 0.6 will be multiplied by 0.7 plus 0.3 multiplied by 0.2 plus 0.1 multiplied by 0.1. That will give me the first element in my resultant matrix. Okay. So this I can write it like this: 0.6 multiplied by 0.7 plus 0.3 multiplied by 0.2 plus 0.1 multiplied by 0.1. This whole calculation, once it is completed, will give me the result of the first element in the matrix. Okay. Similarly, if you want, you can write the values for the next one. So 0.6 now will be multiplied by 0.2, that is my second column now, plus 0.3 multiplied by 0.6 plus 0.1 multiplied by 0.1. This is my third element, second element. Now comes my third element. So multiply by my row, the first row, with the third column. 0.6 multiplied by 0.1 plus 0.3 multiplied by 0.2, and finally 0.1 multiplied by 0.8. This whole thing becomes my single matrix. This will give me, let us do the calculation, 6 7s are 42, and because we have two decimal places, this will be 0.42 plus 0.06 plus 0.01. Okay, this is my first one. Second element, this is 0.12 plus 0.18 plus 0.01. The third one, 0.06 plus 0.06 and plus finally 0.08. This gives you 42 plus 6, 48, 49, so 0.49. Okay. 12 plus 18, 30, this 31, so 0.31. This 12 plus 8, 20, so 0.20. One more thing, always remember the total probability should be always equal to 1. So when we add all these values, the total will be 1.00. Okay. What does this indicate? After 1 year, okay, your market share. So after 1 year, I'll just write when n equal to 1, okay, the market share of the brands A, B and C will be how much? 49%, okay, 31% and 20% respectively. Clear? Now I can take this value and I can find out the market share for the next year as well, that is when n equal to 2. Okay. If I want to find out for the next year's probability or market share, I can write either I can put R2 equal to R0 multiply by P square, or I can write R2 equal to R1 into P. Even this is possible. Okay. Now let us do it using the first formula here. So I can find out P square equal to my transition matrix or transition probability matrix 0, 1 multiplied by itself. So 0.7, 0.2, 0.1 again, 0.2, 0.6, 0.2, 0.2, finally 0.1, 0.1 and 0.8, 0.1, 0.1 and 0.8. Okay. So once you multiply this, I'll directly write the answer for P square. While doing the multiplication here, remember you have to use the first row. It has to be multiplied by the first column to get the first element. The first row with the second column will give me the second element of the first row, and the first row multiplied by third column will give me the third element of my resultant matrix of the first row. Okay. Then we have to go to the next row, take the second row, multiply by the first column to give me the first element of the second row. Then the second row multiplied by the second column will give me the second element of the second row. And finally, when we multiply by the second row with the third column will give me the value of the third element of the second row. Okay. With this logic, the resultant matrix is coming to 0.54, 0.27, 0.19, this 0.28, 0.42 and 0.30, 0.17, 0.16 and final one 0.67. Now this P square can be now multiplied by R0. Okay. So you can write R2 equal to, what was the value of R0? 0.6, right? 0.3 and 0.1. This has to be now multiplied by 0.54, 0.28, 0.17 2742 16 0.19 0.30 and 0.67. Okay, so this is how I'll be finding out the value of the various elements. Now in this example, okay, we have to find out the transition only up to the next year, the pattern shift or the market share of brand ABC for the next year, where the value of n is 1. Okay, I want you all to go ahead and do the multiplication and come to the value of R2, find out the value of R2, which will tell me the market share for n equal to 2 or after 2 years. Okay, I hope you have understood. Now this will take some time to do the calculation, so please go ahead and do the calculation and find the values. Thank you. Please go through it once again and revise it.